I'm Dr. SCL. I'm a dad, a chiropractor, and the translator you didn't know you needed in this, the first year of parenting. This is Decoded, the first year, the podcast that turns baby brain confusion, mum burnout, and milestone panic into clarity you can actually use. Let's make sense of the chaos by decoding it together. Hey, welcome back to Decoded, the first year. I'm Dr. SCL, chiropractor, dad, nervous system translator. And in today's episode, we're talking about one of the most stressful, emotional, and weirdly guilt-loaded parts of early parenting. And that's feeding. Now, whether you're breastfeeding, bottle feeding, expressing, combo, or gearing up for solids, this is an episode for you. Because if your baby refuses one side, pops off constantly, feeds forever yet still seems hungry, or is choking, gulping, or screaming through burps, you've probably asked yourself, is it my supply? Is it my technique? Is something wrong with my baby? Now we're going to unpack that and explain what's really going on underneath the surface. So let's start with the obvious. Feeding, breast or bottle, isn't just about hunger. It's including everything of a brain to body connection, muscle tone, neck and jaw alignment, and a calm nervous system. And that's for both the mum and the bub. Your baby has to feel safe, stable, and tension-free in order to be able to feed well. So if their little nervous system is on high alert, or there's a physical discomfort in some part of their body, feeding becomes a struggle for both of you. This isn't about a supply issue. It's a systems issue. And most people, particularly the experts, seem to miss this. Now, what I see in practice every week are babies who only feed well on one side. Turns out it's commonly associated with a neck being tight from either birth tension or something being locked in a bad position because of other parameters such as car seats and sleeping positions. We see babies who are arching, fidgeting, or popping off the breast constantly, often linked to some form of discomfort, particularly driving some form of retained primitive reflex, commonly the startle reflex. Or we see the refluxy, gassy, wind-trapped babies. And this is not always a digestive issue. Often it's more mechanical, creating neurological problems. These aren't random quirks, they're clues. And if we use a nervous system lens, we can understand that that system is under some form of stress, and therefore problems will arise with what we think should be simple tasks. So here's the connection that all too often parents are not told. Your baby's vagus nerve, that's a really important cranial nerve that leaves off the brain and enters via the upper neck. It helps regulate everything from digestion, calming, the suck, swallow, breathe coordination, tongue function, and many other systems runs through the upper neck. And if that area is under some form of stress because of something like the birth process, feeding gets harder. And you, the mum in particular, get stuck in the loop of try harder, blame yourself, maybe switch bottles, maybe switch the teat, maybe switch everything, and still no change. But if the real issue is a stressed nervous system or mechanical tension, none of those strategies will stick. So when I'm assessing babies with feeding challenges, I look at everything from the jaw and neck motion. I look for tension in the upper spine. I look for asymmetry in how they're feeding, particularly therefore how they're moving. I look at cranial tension or misalignment, reflex patterns such as the rooting, the suck, the morrow, the startle reflexes. I look at the way the tongue is functioning. And then I ask how easily their little nervous system settles during and after feeds. We don't adjust to fix feeding. We adjust to support the comfort and communication in the system that controls feeding. Feeding isn't just about technique. It's about tension. It's about comfort. And it's about helping your baby's nervous system feel calm and safe enough in order to do what it is intended to do. So if feeding is feeling harder than it should, it's not you. It's not your baby being difficult, it is a signal. A signal that you don't have to keep guessing your way through in order to get some answers. If this episode clicked, please share it with a parent who is stuck in that feeding spiral, or tag me at Mountain Hawthorne Chiropractic. Also, follow along for future tips as we keep breaking down and decoding the first year. This is Decoded, the first year. Dr. SCL, out. Thanks for listening to Decoded, the first year, where we translate the mess of early parenting into something that actually makes sense. Be sure to share this episode with a friend, a partner, or a mum that you know who is quietly struggling through the noise and secretly Googling every milestone. If you want to hear more decoding, follow at Mountain Hawthorne Chiropractic on the socials. Let's keep decoding the chaos. No mansplaining, no pressure, no judgment, just clarity when you need it most. Please note, this podcast isn't medical advice. It's just smart strategies from a Gonstead chiropractor, a dad, and someone who's been in the room with hundreds of mums trying to make sense of their baby's development, their own postpartum recovery, and the constant noise that comes with modern parenting. Always chat with your health team for specific care.